On his first day in prison, the warden promised to let him go, because the warden wanted the diamonds he hid before being caught. John was a thief. Months earlier, he and his girlfriend and a friend robbed a bank. They stole diamonds worth hundreds of millions. When the police were closing in, they had to split up and escape. But when they met again, his friend was holding his girlfriend in his arms and fired several shots at him. Luckily, John survived, but he was jailed for robbery. He thought he could just spend his years quietly in this prison, but soon he was targeted by the prison bully, because Lisa, who entered prison with him, had a crush on John. That made the bully furious. So he teamed up with the warden and locked John in a water cell. The warden also wanted to know where the diamonds were hidden, but John refused to say a word.
You still with us there, Frank?
How long?
You're having a nice day. I could get you out of there in 5 seconds. All you gotta do, tell me where the diamonds are.
North Pole asked for center.
So they had to let him out. One day John had just arrived in the cafeteria. Lisa dragged him into a room. She told him she had bribed the guards and suggested they escape together. But John did not agree so easily. Still, their closeness was noticed by the bully, who challenged John to a fight. John was no match for him and was soon beaten bloody on the ground. Then John grabbed a wooden stick from the floor and drove it into the bully's collar. The next second, a sharp alarm went off. Before the bully could react, he was blown to pieces instantly. The warden rushed to lock all the prisoners back in their cells, then prepared to send John to the hospital. But Lisa seized the chance. She drove an ambulance and escaped with John. They had barely reached a poplar forest when the car broke down. With no choice, they climbed up a cliff. Chased closely by the guards, they jumped off the cliff. Luckily, there was a pond below, and they survived. Meanwhile, the warden was calm, because John's partners were working with him all along. They had deliberately sent John to prison, planning to force out the location of the diamonds. Since that failed, they simply let him go, knowing he would eventually lead them to the treasure. At the same time, John and Lisa were on the run. They were almost caught several times, but strangely, each time someone secretly helped them escape.